Hello and welcome back to another Casual Night Chit Chat show. It is episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. No, I really forgotten to count. And today I also forgot to put up a tweet for my stream. One of the big reason is I was busy, and today I was trying to get at least the boss fight working, and I totally forgotten about the time until it's time to stream, and it is way too late for that. Oh boy, and because of that, I don't really have a topic at hand, so I'm gonna just wing it for now. So before we begin, since I'm gonna upload stuff to YouTube as well, and today I will be uploading the last week's episode to YouTube. And for those who are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. And for those who are watching on Twitch, well, welcome to the stream. And for those who want to know when do I stream every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. PT time. And we're gonna play. Oh, I saw a different. Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on one sec while I fix all of this. I realized there is a new login for Brawlers. That is surprising. A welcoming surprise. Because now we can go as guests, right? I want to try out the guest mode. That'll be the next stream, right? Episode 4B. We will do it. I am curious. I'm curious on that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, if we want to talk, okay, I have kind of a soft topic because we open up with the new year of 2025 is how can a Web3, I won't say benefit, but how can Web3 kind of enhance? Okay, I have to use the word enhance because I will go through, after looking at a few projects, Web3 projects in general and game development, the Web3 style of game dev is actually, we need to do a breakdown. We need to do a proper breakdown. So before we do that, let me bring up my MS Paint. I copied this from people, so and at the same time, I don't want this to be static. So that's one small little thing that not say I dislike, but I'm trying to avoid, especially if I'm gonna upload stuff to YouTube and it's gonna be not so great. So we're gonna do a quick pause while I bring up the what you call this, MS Paint, and at the same time, because I'm not showing my face just yet, then yeah, that's it's gonna be boring in terms of a visual. So that's the reason why I am not keen for that. Let's see, where is my MS Paint stuff? Because at the same time, we're gonna take a look at. I will still do the live game dev. Okay, I'm gonna capture whatever I can capture, and that's it. Okay, so we have. Where is my paint? Oh my goodness! All right, cool. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Click this. Paint it black. All right. No. Yes. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Now let's go straight to the. Okay. You know what? I think we'll do this first. We want to do. How does Web3 enhance? All right. Enhance. Because in general, I don't think. No, I don't think. All right, so because I've been dabbling a little bit on Unity, and by default, every game engine out there is not, it's not locally supported by blockchain, nor it supports blockchain or any chain. The question in hand now is, what is blockchain first? And that's it, right? So blockchain in general, like, a lot of people use a lot of like fancy word, and the words in the blockchain itself, like smart contract, protocol, the chain. So I'll explain as layman as it can because we want to figure out how can we use it on the game side, right? And this got me a little bit of thinking, and yeah, so some of these things I could not figure it out if I don't dive in. But some people says, oh, you know what, you're stupid. Why do you want to dive into this project? Because it's okay. So we're gonna go for new. Beep. Don't save. Okay. So in general, the chain. So all right. So while I wait for people who queue up, I'll just do this. So blockchain is basically a fancy bits of numbers where it will carry basically an identity. Then TI. Right, it is a identity for so the current use in general is just a breadcrumb. I'll call it breadcrumb. For those who do not know what's breadcrumb is, it has a trail. Right, and it's mainly used for transaction. All right, in the digital world, if you don't use blockchain, it's the same thing as well. The only difference is the chain is kind of, I would say, open. It's open, which is dangerous. Right? It's not it's not closed. It's open. Plus, it has, okay, I won't say it's really authentication, but it's open plus authentication. AUTH. All right, and this is where if you want to know if the item exists and to prove it exists, it's this guy. All right, authentic proof. There we go. Because another one is, what if the whole data, the only question is, it's basically a whole different, okay, blockchain, one identity open, because another one is basically a database. But then it's not really a database per se. This one I learn, I get a little bit of knowledge, a little bit. It's not database, okay? It's just mainly this, right? It is an open, it's transparent authentication proof of something digital. So in this case, that's where it comes in. So this is useful, from what I've seen, is mainly if you want to prove if you have that particular digital asset. That's why a lot of people use the word digital assets, and yeah, and like you own it. So another word is ownership. Right, ownership. But the problem is ownership of what? Ownership of JPEGs. Yeah, that's the problem. Ownership of JPEGs. Is it valuable? That's the thing. Is it valuable? So ownership of JPEGs, and that's, for me, I think the biggest, best part. But okay, let's play this for a while. I can get lost. All right. The best way to showcase digital ownership is, because I played CS:GO, I played a lot of other games with like, not to say digital assets, but mainly cosmetic, and it got me thinking, what if, okay, what if you can own, how do you own digital assets? Okay, question number one is, how do you own digital assets? Because people can just say right click, save, and done. Right, you save the skin. So the only way that I can think of back then, before I know all of this stuff, is through NFTs. Okay, non-fungible tokens. So basically through that. And there we go. We have a basic proof of ownership of a JPEG. So in general, I think it's wonderful with that technology, but is it ready for prime time? As of today, after learning a few things, unfortunately, not really. It still have its flaws and whatnot, which is painful. But if we want to just purely just gauge on proof of ownership, then it works, right? The core structure or the core reasoning, no, the core purpose is solid, okay, on paper. The reason why I say on paper, because there are lots of people taking advantage on all this, and that's sad. And depending on what chain you are on, which is also quite interesting. Now, a lot of people can create their own chain, okay? After Bitcoin, you get a lot of other coins out there, including meme coin. And if the coin interacts with any type of chain that they have, you know it's creatable, you know you can create. And the question is, what gives it value? The problem is that little sentence. A lot of people ask, what gives it value? The answer is, as of today, I can safely say, no. You should not put a value on all at the chain itself. The chain should act as a authenticator, and that's where the next slippery slope comes in, right? I can easily create any authenticator out there. Why choose a particular chain? Sadly, I don't have an answer for that for now, because what makes Ethereum a good choice or a bad choice? Personally, it's a bad choice because of gas fee. I do not want to pay lots and lots of gas fee just to transfer ownership. But at the same time, because there's gas fee and everything, right? There's fee to transfer stuff that kinda could, right? For now, could deter from you just simply, buy and sell stuff. But that also defeats the purpose of, because you want to buy and sell stuff as well, right? That's the reason why people want ownership. Majority, okay, I won't say majority, I would say 50%, right? 50% are trader, because if you buy collection, you also want to, turn a profit down the road. That's physical, what do you call this? Physical collection, right? Let it be watches, cars, and whatnot. And of course, when you do your selling, there is no transaction fee. There's no brokerage unless you want to go through that. Then the blockchain is kinda, in a way, a middleman. And once you transfer, it is final. So yeah. But we're not gonna focus on the money side, all right, of things, because unfortunately, as we all know today, it is kind of messed up. The user behavior, the human behavior is a factor. And of course, I went into basically, all right, JPEG collection. I have some cool JPEG collection. Is it worth anything? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it worth something. That's for me to know down the line, if this blockchain ever survive. Okay. But at the same time, I want to use it as an authenticator. So that's it. All right. How can I use it as an authenticator? That's where we're gonna dive in. How can a blockchain, right, enhance? Because we know blockchain cannot build a game, and that is one thing I learned. A lot of projects out there, they kind of use blockchain, or rather NFTs, as a database item entry. I kind of need to break down that a little bit, because partially it makes sense. Partially, I think it's like, you know what? Maybe can we find a way to have a middle ground? Can we meet in the middle, whereby something you can kind of utilize the blockchain, kinder. That's the reason why I want to explore this year. And how to explore? I need to create my own game to begin with, and I've decided to do it on Unity. I'm not gonna go through web-based and whatnot. And one of the thing is, of course, security. Okay, security is number one for me, because when it comes to blockchain and everything, I do not want people to just scam and hack, and that is a interesting thing to tackle. Obviously, you will get botted. How to avoid bots? That's also another thing that I need to go through as well. If we can reduce, okay, we can't entirely get rid of bots. Let's put it this way, okay? Because I am just one person. Unless we have equal person versus equal bot creators, then sure, we probably can squish it. But yeah, no, in general, I can't fight against the world. But what we can do is we can reduce, right, as much as we can. And that's a topic for another day, right? So let's start off with, how can a blockchain enhance a game? Because if the game is not fun to begin with, then blockchain is useless. So first thing first, regardless how you see it, we need a game. And that is a lot of projects out there that fails. They don't have a proper game to stand on. And lots of games out there. Initially, I thought it was okay. But then again, short-sightedness, okay? I have to agree. Short-sightedness a little bit, because player behavior really changes everything, which is painful. Hey there, Brawling for Brawl. Welcome to the stream. So yeah. Okay. So the first mistake was to tie up a currency system to a token. So that is issue, not say issue number one. That I would safely say that is problem number not say problem number one. After playing a lot of other Web3 games, that is problem number one, or rather mistake number one. Having a token economy. Yes, I know the initial thought of it, because I was thinking at that part as well. The initial part. Ooh, nice. Building a new computer, trying out RTX 3090. Ooh, that is sweet. Sweet. 3090. Yeah, it's always fun. Oh, we have a jobber? We have a jobber? Interesting. Interesting. All right. So first thing first, yes. Issue number one, token. No, not token. Tying in-game currency to a token, basically to the chain, which is eventually it wasn't the best idea. Okay. Eventually, because on one hand, because I was thinking back then, because there's a limit to it. So what if we reach the limit of the pool, the economy? What happens after that? Then we realize lots of people just sell it. They don't circulate back to the economy, they just sell, right? They sell, get and sell, get and sell. And then that basically destroys the economy. And depending on how fast you do it, so obviously people who, the moment they smell profits in the water, regardless how small they are, if there's profit, the bots will swarm in. And initially it was a little bit slower initially, but as the time goes by, it just, yeah, basically it just sink the whole ship. And as more people understand how to create those bots, yeah, it's exponential. No, I don't think it's exponential. It cascade. Yeah, I think I can use the word cascade, because it really goes very fast from the first project, right? So there's one project I was eyeing on, right? It take like at least a few months to dry up. Now I'm going to use the word dry up. And then the next few projects down the line, especially the one that released at least 1 or 2 years later, literally Some of them did not even take off, like dead on arrival. And that is painful. Oh my goodness, that's painful. Dead on arrival. But no, it can go as fast as within a month. Poof, just that's it. And of course, um, yeah, if I do it now, it's gonna be crazy. Like it will be gone within a week or two. I have not seen a 24-hour flop yet because in most cases it's just dead on arrival. So I can't really use a week or two. Maybe a week or two is dead on maybe it has reached to dead on arrival stage. That is Web3 games that has tokenomics. All right, so this is one big little word that I will raise a huge red flag when it comes to any, when I meant any Web3 game that features, all right, read our white paper, read on our tokenomics, instantly red flag. Super red flag. It's like, I don't need to even consider. It's like, yes, this is a game that most likely I will avoid. There's no way to go back and forth. Right? The moment they announce tokenomic driven project, yeah, because as I already gave you the example. Yeah, you can't go around, you can't do it. You can't do it. It's too abusive. No, it's too exploitable because of human behavior. Yeah, nah, I can't. That part, yeah, that's nothing I can do. So tokenomics, rather no token. And then, so the next best part is the assets. So some projects out there, they actually have a very interesting way to use the assets. Of course, number one, cosmetic. One of the biggest for me to get into the chain is obviously I want to own my cosmetic. No, own whatever I buy with real money. All right, let's put it this way. And the question is, if you own, no. So how do I as a game maker make money if yeah no how do I make money as a game maker, as a developer? And the old answer was, oh, when you buy and sell tokens, when you take out tokens from your account, from the game account to your wallet, the house will take a cut. So that's how a game earns. And we all know, once we reach a limit, initially you will earn a little bit, okay, but towards the end you kind of will lose out everything. Not lose out everything. When nobody is playing the game, nobody is selling, not selling, if nobody is driving the in-game economy, then nothing else, yeah, nothing will exist. So again, it will cascade to a point, or rather, yeah, it will cascade to a point where when there's no player, you earn zero. That's real world economy, right? No supply, no demand, no. If you have supply and no demand, you earn nothing. Simple as that. Yeah, that's how I put it. Okay, so with that, the next thing is what? No, what if? So the problem is, how do I earn? Okay, and if we take a look at other games out there, let's use, or in this case, I will use the best example: mobile games. But first, GG to the jobber. All right, so let's start off with mobile games. How does mobile game earn? Basically through ads and through small little purchase and whatnot, and that's it. That's how they earn. Then if people play, oh, there is some effects. Okay. Wait, let me restructure the sentence a little bit, because most mobile game, they earn by selling ads, right? If you want to not see ads in the game, pay 99 cents. That's the most common price tag, either 99 cents or 1.99. And do note, because I want to use the mobile game pricing as a benchmark as well, because Web3 games pricing is a little bit crazy. At first, no, there's no at first. Actually, there is. At first, I thought it was not say okay. I was okay-ish for the price, because you kind of can earn the like play to earn, one of the most of I can't. Okay, before we go to the mobile side, all right. The next, or rather, other than tokenomics, right? When any Web3 project has the word tokenomics in general, the game will promote itself by play to earn. And any project has play to earn, literally, I will, we have to really, really sit down and see how much, not say how much, but we need to sit down and really figure out, do you really want to get into the project? Because play to earn, tokenomics, play to own, it's synonymous together. Okay, play to own, that it's a little bit on the side, but still you have to consider just a little bit. But play to own is not so bad if they implement not say correctly, if they can control the implementation, right? The play to own side. So the play to earn tokenomics, like literally that is like the 2025 super red flag, and it is easily, right, easily a project that you don't need to bother looking at once you see these two words, right? These two buzzwords in any Web3 game. Yeah, just immediately tune off. For the general audience out there, if you're not well versed in how blockchain and NFT and stuff and Web3 works, yeah, yeah. The moment you see play to earn, play to earn, tokenomics, easily. It's like a 99%. You don't need to bother until you learn the basics of blockchain and stuff. Then we can talk a little bit like, okay, do you really want to? Because again, it will always be, you should only get into a project where you can afford to lose, because it is in general, yeah, it is painful. All right, it is painful. So that's why you want to learn. You want to make sure, you want to know that you can lose what you put in. That's it. And of course, treat it as a product whereby, if you like, not all products can sell, okay? So treat it as a product as well. All right, and that's that. Okay, that's the only PSA I would put. All right, it is a high risk crypto, blockchain, Web3 in general. Okay, Web3, that's the reason why I want to bridge a little bit. Like, it's not really that high risk, but it is kind of high risk in a way if you went in blind and you expect something to happen. Yeah, so that's high risk. But in general, crypto, blockchain is usually high risk. Okay, so yeah, we covered all the basics for the introduction on why I'm talking about the Web3 games. Now we're gonna take a look, how does a blockchain enhance the game? So the easiest way to do this is by looking at mobile games. Okay, straight up, simple, easy. Because mobile games, if you look at quality mobile games, they are, at least you get some content, and that's why we're going to look at quality mobile games. So if you look at, but at the same time, I have to bring up the not so quality game, not so great mobile games out there, and those games are infested, right? Everywhere you go, you can see it. It's so obvious, and it's one of those things where I would say, what do you call this? It is ad infested. It usually gets spammed with ads, and usually they will put like 99 cents for a membership. And that membership means you get something every day or every week. Another 99 cents to get rid of ads, stuff like that. And of course, that is the basic of the basic of mobile games. Yeah, so most those this type are basically free to play in general. right? They don't charge you. So those free to play, they will just say, hey, you know what? Come play my game. And then yeah, pay 99 cents to get rid of ads, pay 199 to get rid of ads. Usually it's about 99 cents to 199. That's the reason why I keep going back to this two value. And then here comes, oh, this is the best part though. Here comes the not say quality, but mobile games that try to at least, right, at least they put a little bit of effort, which means there is slightly a little bit better gameplay than the general, I would say, shovelware games. I would say trash tier. Okay, there are some games out there just not, it's not made nicely, and then you want to charge like remove 99 cents just to remove an ad. Yeah, but again, put a pin. GG again. so so this part of the game usually is the gacha game portion, right? So gacha games is very straightforward, right? You have a game and then they have lots and lots of characters, usually in the most traditional RPGs, RPG style. If it's not JRPG style, it's basically RPG, right? Mobile RPG. You know, I'm gonna call it mobile RPG because this type of game usually has it's 2D-ish. You don't really see a lot of actions. It requires a team, and you have a roster of like, I wouldn't say 10 or 20, but like a lot. Let's start off with 10, 20, maybe 30 plus rosters, and they are crazy, right? And of course they have ranking, right? The most common one is either you get a rare, ultra rare, super rare, or like, okay, basically they use this acronym, right? R, UR, SR, SSR, and then whatever acronym down the line to make it more valuable. Another one that they use is the star system, right? 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and then 5 star. And then some will use, oh, this is a 5 star gold, this is a 5 star platinum. It's like, wow, there's so many tiers. And it's easy. It's easy to get lost for this is just a game, okay? I haven't talked about blockchain yet. It's just game by itself. Okay, before that, so I have chat say, yeah, 3090 can stream without an issue. Yeah, 3090 you should be able to do almost anything, right? Brawlers it's not really a intensive visual intensive game anyway, so 3090 can handle, no problem. No problem. The key, oh, you know what? I'm gonna detour a little bit, but let me close out with the mobile site, and then we'll follow through a little bit. Now, when it comes to mobile games, okay, so this is the part. Gacha games in general, uh, it's because you're gonna pay for characters. All right, so this is the part where I think I thought we might get some value. And some Web3 games I play, they does kind of use this formula a little bit, just a little bit, and I get to experience a little bit, and I think, hey, you know what? It's actually doable, but I think we need to make it more, how do I put it this way? More, I can't find the word, but I'm gonna put a pin on that. So when it comes to gacha, the pricing for a character can vary. It varies, and then the problem with gacha game in general, all right, that is where the downfall of mobile games, actually not downfall. Let me rewind that. It is not a downfall. If you hear a lot of people spending money on mobile games, like, oh, I spent thousands of dollars on mobile games, it's mainly gacha games, and that's crazy, right? So in my thinking, how can I soften the blow? At least you still own the JPEG character in the game. That was my initial thought. All right. In fact, that's my only thought. That wasn't an initial. That was my only thought, because if you're gonna spend so much, at least own a JPEG, right? Oh. All right. In that sense, maybe. Okay, maybe. I would call. Yeah, I was busy looking at this. So I was thinking like, yeah, sure, maybe. All right, if if I already spend so much money on a mobile, not say mobile game, then at least let me own the skin or own the character, right? Own the JPEG. Now now this is where I draw the line a little bit. Like, okay, it can be a good idea, because if the game dies, I still own the JPEG. And that's where the blockchain kind of shines a little bit brighter on that end. Unfortunately, both and not say both and that path is not a good path to begin with. You spend a lot of money on mobile games. Ooh. At the same time, if you spend money just to get a JPEG, then yeah, priorities, my friend, financial priorities. The answer is no. No. I don't recommend when you spend thousands of dollars for game. But then again, I do. Oh no, oh no. I do. All right. One of the things that I spend on is Star Citizen. All right. But the difference between a mobile game and Star Citizen is that Star Citizen, I am my only reason which I can hold on to, which is valid to a certain degree. Right. I'm helping to fund the development of a game. So consider it as a Kickstarter. All right, I'm not gonna go too deep, because it makes no sense down the line for the general audience. Okay, and what I mean by that is I still pay money for JPEG, but the question is, do I own it? Okay, do I own it? So ownership. So this is where we bring in a little bit ownership. Oh, this is for people who are already spending money on mobile games. And mobile games, when the mobile games goes down, whatever you spend is gone. All right, let's put it this way: it's gone, it's done, kaput. So this is the only, that's the reason why I say this is the only reason why the blockchain kind of shines a little bit, because ownership, no, I need to put the word digital. Digital ownership. So this is where the JPEG comes in. JPEG, all right, JPEG. The problem is it becomes a JPEG. That's the problem. So regardless how I run in and out of everything, if the game dies, it becomes just a JPEG. It's no longer a character. It's still a character, but you can't play with the character. You can't interact. You can't do anything, which is a shame. Which is a total shame. So the best way that I can think of right now is that once, if the game goes down, release an offline game, right? Because most of the mobile gacha game is online. All right, online. So just switch it to offline. Oh, come on. Right, just switch to offline. And so this is the part where if you tie in some asset as a database asset onto the blockchain, it kind of makes sense a little bit, because you don't need a server anymore. And that's it. Yeah. And it gets proof of ownership. So in this case, if you want to trade when the game is down, you kind of still able to trade, like trading cards. That's one of the benefits of trading cards in a way. If nobody plays the game, you can still sell. Yep, but that is mainly a physical card. So I think that's where it actually that was the original idea that I came out on, because how can you still play a digital game, if the server goes down? So yeah, the chain currently, okay, so currently I have not reached the position whereby the chain just dies, like if you shut down a server, the game goes offline. Can you shut down a blockchain? If you can shut down a blockchain, then whatever ownership that I'm talking here is a moot, literally useless, right? If you can shut down a chain, it's useless already, right? This thing is just obsolete altogether. If the chain can exist in a way on in the web, or at least because it's an algorithm, right? If it still can exist, as long as you just input the algorithm, it says, hey, this thing is valid, or not, without an online server, you can do it offline, then that's it. That's it, because it's just a bunch of codes, right? It's just an algorithm that says this is this and that is that. So the closest thing right now that I can think of is if you have a character, like you collect digital items in the game, or if it's a digital collector type of I won't say game, all right, because now a lot of there's digital cards and whatnot. So if you want to prove that, hey, you know what, I have this, then yeah. So right now, blockchain, this is the only thing that I can think of that is beneficial. How do we build into it? I am still figuring out what is the best that I can think of. All right, and that's it. That's it. That's the only this the only thing left. All right. So that concludes our little talk for this episode. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go through a few things. Right? We have reached the halftime show. For those who do not know, for those who are watching on YouTube, right? And do note, because if you realize, for people who are watching on stream, all right, I am streaming and at the same time recording this, and I want to upload this to YouTube. So there we go. And for those who do not usually watch my stream, I split the stream into two. The first half I'll play a game, which is Brawlers, Web3 game. In fact, I'll try to play as much Web3 game as possible. Maybe review them. So you can let me know what project to check out if you want to, right? But usually I already have my checklist, all right? Once it goes through one or two checklists, it's an easy decision whether you should or should not, all right? Pay attention to. And after the halftime, because I'm taking off on game development, so the second half is mainly for me to talk a little bit on today's topic. But today's topic was, surprisingly, it is something to talk about. Ooh. Whether it's informative for you or not, I don't know. So let me know down in the comments below, or if we are in chat, you can let me know in chat. So that's great. And now we're going to move on to the game dev part. And I'll try my best to do it live. And why am I doing games? Because like I said, I want to figure out what is the best middle ground to meet, right? It's not the perfect solution, but it feels, I mean, if I can understand a little bit more, like, okay, this could be something that games and blockchain can kind of meet, right, in the middle, then that's cool, right? Obviously, the prime example for the best implementation is CSGO skin, right? Obviously, it's not the best solution for the developers or an owner of CSGO. I would say developers, right? If I say owner, it's mainly the players, because the owner of the skin obviously want to keep the skin for their own. Okay, but for developer, you want to keep it in a closed loop, whereby you want to keep everything in your own ecosystem. And yeah, obviously for the player side, if the game goes down, whatever I spend money on the skin, yes, people do spend money on CSGO skin. That is why I bring in the blockchain as well, because if you're going to spend so much money, please at least own it, right? So if CSGO goes down, your skin is, because the skin is still on the Steam platform. So Steam, I don't think it will go down anytime soon. It really takes a big catastrophe to bring down Steam, or a big force to bring down Steam. Yeah, if Steam goes down, skin goes bye-bye. If CSGO goes down, the skin it still exists, but but do you really still own it? If Steam is smart enough, they should say yes, you still should own it. But Steam is not an open platform. So some people might I think there's only a fringe small scale people say, so you know what, that's not good enough. So so that's where I'm in the middle line. Like, sure, it's as long as Steam don't go down, I'm still happy with my, my digital library, because digital library as well, this is not blockchain. People are still also not happy about it. They want to own the games. And of course, with certain services out there, right? It's like Sony. Yeah, Sony killed one of their services. I think it's one. No, not was it Sony? I think it's Sony, because it came out. Because they shut down one of their video service, if I'm not mistaken. So there are some things you own on that platform you can't access anymore. And the word that they used was ownership. You buy, not you rent. So if you buy means you should own it, right? And then if you close the service, where's my stuff? Gone. That's the reason why I want to figure out where can we meet, right? For between blockchain and not just game, but blockchain and digital goods, right? Digital ownership. I think, but then again, a lot of people abuse the word digital ownership, because at the end of the day, it is JPEG, right? I do have some hopeful thinking, says, can it be better? Anyway, so that's that. That's my journey for Web3. Instead of being a consumer right now, I'm trying to be a developer, a creator for it. So I do have my collection on chain, right, which is on the Wax blockchain. And of course, it's free. I'm not charging anyone. My viewers know, all right? My viewers know I'm charging zero. But of course, there is a gatekeep, because if I open it up for public, every single bots will just gobble it all up. And I don't want that to happen. So a little gatekeep here and there. And that's it. So now we're going to move on to the game dev side. So last week, let me bring up the game a little bit. Yes, okay, this is the correct window. Boop. So last week we have, okay, it's building up the script. So I'm building a kind of a Twitch raid, not a Twitch raid, but a raid on using Twitch chat. So the previous issue was I can spawn my boss in a way, but my character does not attack the boss. And I went through some of the code, I realized I didn't write it out. And last week I wrote a very, very sloppy, a very sloppy code. So that's not cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play, so you guys can go for and look at it. And of course I will type it. Yeah, you can see the chat a little bit. There we go. So what I'm gonna do, so I register. So what my goal is to get this iron out today if I can. If I cannot, that's all right, because it has been a hectic week. All right, so now I'm gonna spawn the boss. So boss is spawned. Now if I were to join, my guy just running around. Right, it just runs around doing nothing, and that's where the problem is. Right now on my code, it spawns everything. All right, it doesn't register the boss, so that's where I need to register. So that's where I'm gonna type out a little code over here, and let's see. Come on, show me the code, because I think some people, they on chat, they did say, hey, you know what, you could show the code. It's cool, even though it's not that great. No, that part I add in, all right. Yeah, all right, cool. Yes. All right, sweet. Beep. Okay. All right, so this is my manager. All right. Okay, so when I spawn the character, oh, can you see it? Yeah, okay, you can see it's just not. Oh, you can't see the full code. Okay, I need to fix the window a little bit, but for now, bear with me a little bit. I think I should. I think I should. Give me a sec. All right, give me a sec. I want to fix this. I really, really want to fix this. Okay. Yes. All right. This is much better. This is much better. Ta-da! All right. So now once we spawn our character, it will check if there's a boss. Boss will spawn, and then I need to send I need to send this to here, which is this. This is the character controller script. Now I need to put a bunch of stuff over here. We don't care about that. Don't care about that. We don't care about that. We want to go all the way. Target check. No, this is for attack. Yeah, this is only for attack and check. Set new boss. Okay, cool. No. All right. Set target. Then we want to get the object hand. So we're going to use game object instead. Get target. Now the reason why I use game object is much easier for me to, organize them. Find new target. All right, so when you get new target, you want to always reset the status. This is the status that I've put myself a flag. All right, so let's put this guy here first. Okay, all right, so if rate avatar, yes, then we just copy this part out and boop, done. This is done. Next is from here. Once we get our target, we want to set our destination. So I'll just copy this part up here, paste it here, get new destination. Now, before we get everything, we want to set everything. Attack target is target. For AI. Okay. So once AI have this target, I just want to make sure a few things. No. Animator, roaming, find new target. Yeah, attack target. Because I've put in this a little bit. This is where it's for the attack script to go through. That's the reason why you need this guy. So once we get our attack target, then we set the destination so that our AI agent will walk to, and then we will reset the flag. And then once the flag is reset, so it will go through this down here again. AI speed. Yeah, automatically it will walk to, because this script itself says this is the target, walk towards, and then it will walk on nav mesh. Okay, so if the distant target is not there, yeah, we find new target. No, if you reach the destination, find new target. This is only for if we are roaming. If we are not roaming, we don't care. So we will delete this. I won't delete. I will just cancel it out. For now, I'll probably have to revisit this part. Okay, cool. That's it. Don't care about that. Next up, to get new target, we don't care. All right, this whole script is useless already because we repurposed that. Next up is right now, if we spawn automatically, you just walk towards it, it will not know if it's there or not. Then this is where it goes, right? This is my detector. So it will, right? So check target check. So if the target is in front, it will automatically attack, but it also needs to stop. First thing first. Yes, okay, so first, if there is a target, if AI is near / in front of the target, so basically detected, then we will do this. So debug attack target. Obviously, we need to stop movement. And then attack. All right, that's it. That's it. Now, how do we stop movement? In general, the movement, I mean, it will stop automatically. Yeah, all right. So by default, I don't need to put this. It will automatically stop. Well, that's what I thought. Let's check it out. Okay. So we go studio mode. We want to reset the game. We want to reset, let it compile. And if this works, great. That means I got one thing, I nailed it already. If not, then too bad. The thing continues. I mean, the development still continues regardless how it is, all right? But if I get it to nail it down, it'll be much easier for this week, because this is the checklist for the week. Register first. And of course, I save up the last announcement. This one I will put it on Twitter as well. I have a drop for this month. It's gonna it's supposed to be end of the month, and end of the month is on Friday. Okay, no. Basically, for January's drop will last for a month. But before I get into details, let me do a quick little check. Wait time. All right. There we go. So it doesn't, yeah, so it gets stuck. It doesn't know what to do once it hits here. And we want to we care about a few things, okay? We want to make, okay, so it simply walks around, because now I need it to actually detect one very important thing, which is to attack. Okay. I don't really have my debugger out here. Wait, let me check my debugger. All right. Destination reach. Okay, let me disable this. Okay. I'm gonna do a manual way of doing this. Not the best on my gizmo. So this is my detector. Hey, don't move. How do I... Now this is a problem. This is a problem whereby, because the AI is, this is the registered AI target, it will not, yeah, it will not bother. I need a new rerun. Okay, so for you guys, I'll purposely put right in front of this guy, so it's overlap. And guess what? It's not detecting. This guy's not detecting anything. Yeah, more work for me to do. All right, with that being said, that's all I have for this episode, right? 4A, episode 4A. Yes, I'm gonna use the weekly as a episode counter, so there will be 4A and 4B for incoming. So before I end, there is a drop incoming. I'm gonna make a Twitter post for this. There is a January drop. I already have the assets done already. I need to do my logistics now, which is upload them to the blockchain and then create a pack and whatnot for people who wants to grab it. And for those who are new to the stream, and of course, if you watch this in future, do note the January drop will last for a month, which is the whole entire month of February. February is a short month by a few days. I think it's enough time, right? So if you want to claim it, all right, I will do a giveaway on Twitter and on YouTube. So yeah, comment. So what do you want to comment? Comment by typing exclamation register. Do I want to use the word register? Register, right? Today's this episode's keyword is exclamation register. And I'm gonna put a keyword out for those who wants to get it, all right? And do I have a step-by-step tutorial? Unfortunately, it's a blockchain, right? So the YouTube crowd is gonna be a little bit different, right? I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid it's a different thing. So I'll put it this way, all right? There's a little PSA for you out there. All right, if you are not familiar with blockchain, please don't do it. I know it's not as bad as other things. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because this PSA is important, all right? This PSA is very, 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 very important. For if you know the blockchain and whatnot, then sure, feel free to create your own wallet, because the first step is to create your own wallet. And then once you create your own wallet, you want to type it out on the comments and whatnot. And I really need to fix this part for YouTube, okay? So if you have a Wax wallet, right? This is the keyword, type exclamation register alongside with your Wax wallet in the comment below. I will do the giveaway, all right? And I will try to do this. No, I must do this live, okay? If you find it tedious or you do not know how to create a wallet, then obviously I would say online there's tutorials and whatnot, but because there are tutorials, you can, I would need to do it. It's tough. Okay, no, you know what? Make things easy. No giveaway for YouTube. I'm sorry. I really don't want to. It is a huge responsibility when you start promoting all this stuff, right? But because it's my collection, it's my own stuff, I'm okay. I need to figure out how to do this for YouTube, all right? But for Twitter, I'll do a Twitter giveaway, and that's it. If you have a Wax wallet, you can let me know down in the comments below, right, on YouTube. I would definitely will give you for sure, right? So you know what? Yeah, for those who knows, for those who have a Wax wallet, yeah, because it's a whole big tutorial, and because you can't, I think you still need to pay in order to open up to create your own wallet, which is tough. I don't know how to help you from here on other than give you the links to do so. Anyway, that's that. For those viewers out there, all right? And the same thing for you YouTube viewers. In fact, when I say viewers, it's both already for Twitch and YouTube. I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys in the next stream. Yup. Wow. I realize I need to do more responsible stuff. Alright, see ya, my friends.